What's up, Pocket Nation? This is Scotty Pockets, and we're back for a top 10. We're going to do 2016 mobile games. So my requirement for doing this top 10, at least this one in particular, these games had to have been in my install or uninstall series for Season 1 and Season 2. Doesn't matter which one, as long as it was in that. And the second requirement is it had to have been made in 2016. Obviously, I have some games that were in 2017 that are in Season 2, but those are not going to be included. So the one other thing is, I know that there are games on that list that did not come out in 2016. That's okay. Like I said, they're games that are in my install and uninstall series. This channel came out last year, 2016. So I started this series in 2016. So it doesn't matter. Whatever game that I used in my install and uninstall series will be in this top 10. Another thing is, I will not have any video clips of these. You'll just have to check check the games out, which I will have a link for each game in the descriptions. Anyways, I will have a picture right here of at least what it looks like. There'll probably be thumbnails that I used for my videos, so that'll be that. Alright, so my honorable mentions will be Marvel Puzzle Quest and Tiny Miner. The reason behind these is they were good games, but they were not something that struck my eye. Like, these games that are in the top 10 are games that actually, I was excited when I played them. And if I had space on my phone and I wasn't doing mobile gaming reviews, they would be on my phone to play. So, just keep that in mind. Alright, so coming in at number 10, we have A&E's Ancient Aliens. It's based off of a TV show about ancient Egypt and how we are theorized as that came from aliens, and that's how we evolved, was from alien technology. Which, I mean, it might be true, might not be. I don't know. What do you have to figure out for yourself? But it was a good game. I just loved how, it was so much. It seemed like there wasn't a lot of interaction, but that was pretty much because of the fact that in the beginning of the game, it's really slow. Playing on after I did the review, it actually does have a little more to it, and it actually does get a little faster. So that's why it's on my list. Coming in at number 9 is EA Sports UFC Mobile. Honestly, this game is pretty good, and I was almost going to actually put it higher on my list, but then I actually sat down and thought about the other games that are in this list, and I was like, you know what, it's not really that much better than the other games, so that's why it's at number 9. It's great. I love UFC. I love fighting in general. I don't necessarily follow fights, but I love, anytime I watch them, it's amazing. I know who some fighters are. I know how to fight. I wrestled in high school and stuff like that. So I know a little bit here and there. I have friends that did compete in MMA. So yeah, I really like the game. I like the way that the mechanics, going from a strike to, a takedown into a submission and stuff like that. That is what's awesome, because I never thought really that would happen for a mobile game, but they managed to do it in the mobile game form. So that's why I like UFC Mobile. Alright, so coming in at number 8, we have Clash Royale. Some of you guys who have been watching the series should have known at least that this was at least going to be on somewhere on my list. It's a really fun game, and I actually did a couple of episodes of something I called Clash Scoreboard. That was in the beginning of the channel, and it didn't go very far because I don't know. Either I wasn't really I lost interest, or I didn't really have a lot of followers. So I mean, you just go with something else. I did play it for a little while after stopped doing it, because a lot of these games I did play them after I did my reviews or like a series of it, because I mean it's a good game. It's the reason why I did it. So yeah, this was a really good game, and I know it's very popular. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure you just seen my girlfriend's dog walk in here, which is cool. Just so you know. Oh yeah, before I even go on to the next one, this game was actually the only game out of all the game reviews that I did that I actually had a subscriber suggest that I do an install or uninstall of. And no, I take that back. There was one other person, but this one was the first one that was actually suggested to me. So that's definitely one of the reasons why it's on the list. All right, so coming in at number 7, we have Need for Speed No Limits. Honestly, love this game. It's not higher on the list because, like I said, pretty much the higher we go up on the list, the more either it's emotional level, nostalgic level, or something of the sort. I did like this game. I love racing games, even though I don't really drive very much, and I'm not a huge NASCAR fan. But I love racing games. Anytime I play a racing game, it's fun. I love playing racing games. I might not know much about those cars, but I know how to drive them on a race car game. So, yeah, that was definitely a fun game to do a review on. Coming in at number 6 is PewDiePie's YouTube Simulator. And yet again, another game that could have been on the top. Could have probably been up there. I like PewDiePie as a YouTuber. Surprisingly, some people probably don't think that, but I think he's a great YouTuber, and he created a pretty good game. I believe I'm pretty sure almost every single game on here I gave an install. I hope I did. That looked terrible on my part. But yeah, it was definitely a fun game. It's like if you're a YouTuber like me, sort of, it's like it's the building blocks. It's like probably what PewDiePie had to go through with certain things, like getting posters and stuff like that put on the background of his office and stuff. So it was kind of cool, to do it that way. So yeah, it kind of gives you reflection in a way, even though it's a game. So it was definitely a good game. I like it, and I thought it was pretty funny. Tells you how much PewDiePie can be a dick. Coming in at number 5, we have MLB Perfect Innings 2016. I love baseball. If most of you guys know, my favorite sports are baseball, football, and wrestling. So you know that, of course, I'm going to have a baseball game on here. I had fun with it. I was actually going to do a series on it, but then I was like, has a lot of songs in there I can get copyrighted with, so that's honestly a real reason why I didn't keep it. I didn't want to get slapped with copyright and all that. I didn't understand the copyright more. Maybe if there's a MLB Perfect Innings 2017 that comes out, well, if there is, if I decide to do it, maybe, who knows, I have a franchise or something. We'll just have to see. So yeah, I definitely I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack was great. I liked the style of the whole HUD kind of thing. So Ultimate Teams, yeah. All right. Coming in at number 4 is a game that I actually do a series on. It's called Star Trek Timelines. If you couldn't tell from this or the little picture that pops up, I like this game too. I'm not a Trekkie though. That's why it's not higher on the list. I just like this nostalgic of when I was watching Star Trek, all the characters that I seen. It was definitely fun, and I liked to play in the game. I liked the ship battles and all the storyline, like choose your own story kind of thing. I love those kind of games, so that's a lot why Star Trek Timelines is all the way up on the list. It's in the top 5, so definitely great game. If you haven't, go to the Play Store, download it. It's awesome. Next game is Plague Inc. There's probably a lot of things I could probably say that I like about this game. Wow. What a better way to say fuck you to the world than hey, let's show you how to kill off everybody. Let's give you a game to where you kill everyone. That's pretty sinister, and unfortunately, I do have a sinister side to me, so this game actually is pretty freaking fun. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I'm sure if it would have actually showed people dying, then I would have had an issue with it, because it would have been me killing them and all that. You know what I mean? So, but it was like literally just on the screen, all this stuff. It wasn't, and you didn't see people, so it didn't really bother me. But like I said, it was great trying to find ways to beat the World Health Organization and all that. That was crazy in itself. Evolving diseases and stuff like that. It was a really good game. So coming in at number 2, this could have been number 1. Honestly, it's probably the game I've played at least out of the mobile versions. It's the longest game I've ever actually played. I remember I played at least 3 or 4 months straight playing this game, and that would be Fallout Shelter, which you can already see here, or this game. It's great. I mean, there's a reason why there's so much information. And I mean, even though now, like when I downloaded it for the install and uninstall, I did not know they had updated it to where you can actually send people out in the wasteland. You can actually follow them in the wasteland. When I first started playing Fallout Shelter, they didn't have where you could go with the traveler throughout the wasteland and actually like go to places and loot and all that and fight and all that. Now you can, and it's amazing. Like I said, a lot of these games, if I had space on my phone or another device to play these games on, they would all be on there. So it sucks, but I like bringing you guys reviews and stuff like that, so that's my sacrifice. Coming in at number 1, you definitely see it. If you guys know, also, if you watched that video, you should see that I really like that game. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Game is probably my favorite game of all time, apart from Pokemon. I love Star Wars. I grew up on Star Wars. And to find out that my favorite game was on the mobile, it was like the gods said, "Here, take this baby and make it yours." And then all of a sudden, Disney says, "We're gonna take that from you." Anyways, besides that point, it was a fun game. I love the game. I still have it. I mean, I kind of paid $2.99 for it. That's the only game I've actually paid for, and I've decided to keep it. So yeah, it's a fun game. If you guys do have the chance to pay for games, it's worth it. It's worth the buy. Definitely play it, especially if you're a Star Wars nerd like me. I love Star Wars. I cannot tell you how much I love Star Wars. And that's your top 5.